Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my festival essentials. I do remember, guys, I did not forget. In the previous video, I'll probably link it up over here, where I spoke about how I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of what my festival essentials are. So let's get straight into it. I have my bag with me here. But let's start from the beginning. So the first thing that you need at a festival is, one, for me, is a good outfit, like a good looking outfit, right? But also still comfortable. I like having good looking, comfortable outfits, and I feel for me comfort is actually more than the good looking part, the aesthetics part. So always try to be in something that is very comfortable, something that I know I can dance in, something that I know that if I have to sweat, I can sweat. If I get cold, I'm not gonna get too cold. So that's kind of the baseline of my outfit, is always just something that looks good and something that I feel comfortable in. And then secondly is always carrying a jacket. I always bring a jacket to every festival that I go to, because usually most festivals, maybe even if they start in the day and they don't start at night, they usually end at night. And by the time it's nighttime, I tend to get cold. So I always bring a jacket, depending obviously on the weather and where I'm at. I'll bring different jackets. Maybe if I know I'm gonna be somewhere it's quite warm, not really gonna be cold in the evenings, just kind of like a little light thing that you need to put on, then maybe I can take a light jacket, possibly even just take like a scarf and then just put it over my shoulders. But if I know I'm going to be somewhere where it's going to be a bit more cold, more windy, then I like to take a more heavier jacket. So that also depends on where I'm at and the weather that it's like where I'm going. But I always bring a jacket, because I never want to be anywhere and I'm just shivering me timbers. That is not the vibe for me. And then thirdly, off of baseline, I always make sure to take comfortable shoes. Guys, comfortable shoes. I dance. I don't sit down and chill, you know. I dance. So I need comfortable shoes. So just off the bat, heels generally are not even an option. I like to take sneakers mostly. Sandals, the thing with sandals is now we're going to also talk about if it's open or if it's closed, because some places, if it's open, now you go home and there's like mud or there's sand or whatever in between your toes, and that's just not the vibe. But generally, I usually go for sneakers. I usually go for just a basic sneaker. If I have a sneaker that matches the outfit really well, then I could go for that sneaker. But if it's not a sneaker, I usually take boots, and I usually take these boots. These are my festie boots, guys. As you can see, they are very, very well used. I went to a festival a week ago, so yeah, you can see that they are quite well used. But these are basically my festie boots. I really do like them. They're quite comfortable, they're warm. I like this detail on the side. Yeah, black, so it goes with a lot of outfits. Shoes, probably wear them with whatever sock kind of suits the day. Maybe if it's a more warmer day, I can wear a mesh kind of sock, but if it's more of a colder day, I can wear like the sports socks. I feel like the sports socks work really well with these boots. Also, like when you're driving and stuff, it's like extra cushion, you won't have blisters, all that funny stuff. But yeah, these are generally my festie boots. So that's just on the outfit, cleared out, basics, shop. Now we're doing add-ons. So we're ready, we're dressed, the vibes are going, music is playing. If you're pre-gaming, you're pre-gaming, like the vibes are up, like it's getting lit. So what am I gonna take in my bag, right? Usually I will always take a fanny pack or a cross bag like this one. So let me just put it in a cross way. Yeah, so a fanny pack or a cross bag. Usually with the bag, I like to take a bag with a zip. I don't like to take a bag that's kind of like, what's that thing, like a clasp kind of vibe? I like to take one with a zip, because you'd have to literally open my bag, try and reach into it, and I'm hoping that that would be enough to just make me aware of what's going on. Guys, I have serious trauma when it comes to losing phones. I have very serious trauma when it comes to using phones. Like maybe one day I'll tell you guys about how I lost my phone at the beach. So I started using a fanny pack. I've never got anything stolen from me while I'm wearing a fanny pack. So obviously a fanny pack, I don't know if I have pictures of myself with my fanny pack, but then if it was a fanny pack, I kind of like put it so it sits like this. You guys can see. So I don't put it around my waist or around my hips. I put it around my shoulders like a cross bag, but I just put it in this kind of style because I think like it's just so much cuter. It just, you know, it's nice for the aesthetics. But if that's not the case, then I'll just do a general cross bag like this. What I'd like to do is that I don't like to put it on my side or like towards the back. I tend to put it more like this, so it's in front of me. I have good access to it if I need something. And yeah, this is my girl. This is my girl. And as you can already see, there's quite a lot of zips. Please, let's get into the essentials. So obviously, number one, your phone. And lip stuff. I always take lip stuff. It's not even a festival essential, it's just a general essential. I don't leave the house without my lip stuff. And usually when I go out, obviously if you have a lip combo, you're gonna pack your lip combo. Duh. But usually I'll have 2 lip stuff on me when I go out. It'll usually be this one, just the normal Vaseline 8 when they did this thing. And then I also take like a lip gloss. So this is the lip gloss that I currently have with me here. Sometimes also I don't use the lip therapies. Is it the lip therapies? I don't know. But it's like the gloss, that kind of gloss basically. Your wallet, whatever wallet it is. When I go out, I generally like to take one piece of identification. So I either choose I'm taking my ID or I'm taking my driver's license, but I never ever take both.
The girls that get it. The girls that don't.
Generally, I'll try to take my driver's license just because the line at Home Affairs versus the line at the traffic department, you know, like you need to choose your battle. So I'll keep one piece of identification. I take one bank card. And then the third thing is I always take a bit of petty cash, if you can put it. So not a lot of money, just like whatever you feel like is a petty cash amount. Just take a little bit of petty cash with you in case, for example, like I don't know, you lose your bank card, then you still have a little bit of money to like get yourself home or get yourself something to eat or get yourself something to drink, or the other way around, you lose your money but you still have a card, you know. So I usually try to just take a little bit of money in cash for those kind of emergencies. Or sometimes I'll be somewhere and like they just don't take card. So what I'm the example that I'm thinking about in my head right now is like, let's say you've gone to Groove, you've gone to a festival, now you're going back home. Now on the side of the road there's people who are buying, they have there some pap, you know, some chops, some votes you want. Some people don't generally take a card, so at least you'll have like a little bit of cash to just be like, oh dude, it's fine, like cook up a plate, like fix me up a plate, I have cash on me, I can pay for this plate. And then after that, since I wear glasses I always take something to wipe my glasses with, which I also always just take with me in a general notice because I'm constantly wearing my glasses. So I always just take something to wipe my glasses with. And then another essential is this bad boy, a power bank. Guys. It doesn't matter if you fully charged your phone. It doesn't matter. Always take a power bank, because sometimes you'll think, okay, no, I fully charged my phone. I know my phone goes up until this much when I've charged it. Okay, cool, sharp. Now, you stay longer than you expected to stay. Your phone's at 5%. You still need to order an Uber. There's no signal. Guys, these are situations I have lived. I have lived these situations. So always take a power bank. Whether you've charged your phone, it doesn't matter. Always take a power bank with you. Also, sometimes I feel like we underestimate the amount of battery it takes to take videos at events and take pictures at events, because I feel like that's where most of my battery kind of goes to, is taking videos, taking pictures at the event. And you can underestimate how much that takes because you don't really know exactly how much it takes. You just take videos and take pictures, and then next thing you look, your phone says low power mode. That's called motherfucking mode. Like, so always take a power bank with you, and always make sure to charge your power bank, guys. Charge your power bank before you go. You will need it. Rather be safe than sorry. Next up is, I kind of call this part like my toiletries kind of vibe. Yeah, so a lot of the times you go to places and maybe there was toilet paper, but now there's no longer toilet paper, which is always happening at every festival, every group, whatever you go to. They start with toilet paper, then there's no toilet paper. Or you go there, there's portaloos, nowhere to wash your hands. Or even like maybe you spilled something on yourself or something and you need to like just wash your hands, do a little rinse or something like that. This one I actually only started adding after COVID. So now I always carry hand sanitizer with me. I don't have it in this bag right now, but I always carry hand sanitizer with me, just for those times where maybe there's no way to wash my hands. I just need to like clean something quickly. There's just dirt somewhere that I don't want to sit with, so I just need to quickly just do something. And then I call them my trio. They're actually a trio. So hand sanitizer, then I always take mouthwash. Always take mouthwash. And then I always take a small little hand cream or body lotion. So obviously, like the things that you give to the hotel, like that you get at the hotel, that they give you like the hand lotions, all that stuff. I always take that stuff from the hotel, and they come in handy in situations like this. So I always take some hand lotion, mouthwash, and some hand sanitizer whenever I go out. And then I also try to take a little bit of tissue that I can, whatever I can, whether it's just like you just take from the roll and you roll it up and you put it in, or you take the little mini tissue packets that you can buy from Clicks and Diskim and all those guys. And then alongside with the tissue, I would rather forget, like if I had to choose between the tissue and this, I would rather choose this. But I always bring some wipes with me. These ones are the Lilith feminine wipes. But yes, I always keep wipes with me whenever I go to Groove, because that whole toilet situation, just to mitigate that. And I think it's actually really important, and it really does make a difference. It truly does make a difference. And then another thing that I take is gum. So this one here, I have the Dentine with me right now. But I always take gum when I go to Groove. I also always take a pair of sunnies, whether it's during the day, at night, it doesn't really matter to me. I always take a pair of sunnies. Well, and then what else am I missing? Gum. Ooh, tampons, pads, panty liners. But this is a panty liner. And then here is my tampon. So I always take a pad. Oh, I don't use pads actually. Not even necessarily that if I'm on my period. Obviously, if you're on your period, you're gonna take more. These are kind of the ones that stay in there generally. Yeah, just to keep them there. You never know. Because one thing about Miss Girl, one thing about being in Japan, one thing about your period, one thing about menstruation, keeps you on your toes, okay? It keeps you. So I just stay ready, so I don't have to get ready. That's called motherfucking ball. And then last but definitely not least, I got this from my mom actually. Shout out to my mom. But it's made from plastic, so
everybody sing. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
But it's this bottle carrier, right? So I'm gonna get a bottle quickly and just show you. So I just brought a bottle, like a wine bottle, just so I can show you guys that there is quite a lot of space in this thing. But yeah, so when I go to festivals, usually you want to buy a bottle of water or something. Then I would just take it and slip it into here. It stretches quite a bit. But yeah, it is quite, because it stretches, it does this.
I could be wrong, but I feel like something.
And I love it so much. I love it so much. You could literally carry a whole bottle of wine with you if you wanted to, if you so pleased. And it's just really nice and convenient. It's like a little shoulder situation, just hangs around your neck. Really calm, really simple, you know what I mean? So whether you want to bring a water bottle, maybe some events like they allow you to bring a bottle with, and then you have to just fill up the water at the event, which a lot of events actually do that. But just bring an empty bottle and then you just fill up with water, whatever you want at the event, and then you just keep it with you. It's also quite helpful in terms of going back and forth to the bar. So you don't have to go back and forth as often because you can keep some of the liquids with you there already. So those are basically all of my festival essentials. Thank you very much for watching. If you've gotten this far, leave this emoji in the comment section. And I'm excited to see you guys again next week. So, Sunday 6.